Good evening, everyone, and good morning to some around the world. Tonight, a really exciting one. This one, episode 218 of So What's Been Happening. And tonight, I'm joined by the Greek / Melbourne sensation, Frenzee. Please, if you don't know these guys, you're going to bloody know them soon. So these are the hardest working punk band in the world right now. Frenzee, if you haven't seen these guys on a stage near you, I guarantee you will in the next 12 months. So just before we bring the guys up for a chat, we're going to flash back a little bit into a Melbourne gig I saw them at not long ago. Here's a little bit from Shock Kickers. This is Sales. All right, the time is near. Let's bring them up. Let's bring them up for a chat. Here it is, Frenzee. Welcome, guys.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, Aaron.
Thanks for joining me. Adonis and Nikos, Xylouris, if I get that half correct.
Yeah, bravo. Very good.
Okay. It helps to have a half Greek, half Italian son-in-law that by no means has trained me, but a couple of Greek words here and there. So thanks for joining me, most importantly.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Where do we find you tonight? Where does Frenzee hang out on a Wednesday night around the world?
Well, we're in France, heading to Rennes today. We played in Saint-Brieuc, not pronouncing that right, last night.
Beautiful.
And heading to Rennes today.
Very nice. It's pretty easy to butcher some of the language, isn't it, around the world, of all these different accents and pronunciations and letters that don't exist in other alphabets. It's a journey for sure, but what a great time to be alive releasing music. You guys are known as brutally economically riffing, spitting fire, no slack on the leash is how you guys describe yourself. That's a pretty
that's
pretty big term.
Tom Lincoln's quote.
Very cool. How is life in Europe right now? Escaped the Melbourne cold for a while.
Yeah, it's good. It's been fun. It's been pretty cold here too, to be honest.
Has it? Yeah, beautiful. Well, not great actually. You need that Greek summer coming eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. We need a bit of cold. We've been doing summer to summer to summer to summer for 2 years now.
You have. And for people just discovering Frenzee, never heard of you guys, how would you describe Frenzee in your own words? Give me a quick 2-second snapshot.
Oh, loud and fast and hectic.
Yeah. Hard hitting.
Yeah.
You guys describe yourselves as a monster trio forged in fire. That's a big call, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a big call, actually.
How did the band first come together, and what kind of sparked that chemistry to you guys as siblings to create this particular band?
When we decided to do it in the quarantine, because I was actually living in Melbourne at the time and then moved to Greece to quarantine. And then we all kind of got together. The boys weren't playing any Cretan shows, so they had a bit more time as well. And then, yeah, we finally started jamming Frenzee stuff.
And the world is a better place for it. Must have been good to, well, not good to get out of Greece eventually, but and into that lockdown phase and get into putting your music out there into the world in this particular form as Frenzee. What a magic chemistry you guys are on stage. Three-piece bands are huge and always have an incredible impact for gigs I always see. But you guys as family, there's a really special connection that all you guys have together.
Yeah, it's good. We have a lot of fun with it.
All right, let's play a little snippet of Sane to Insane. Here it is. There you go. We're going to cut a few of these short, even though the best music is a short punk song, as you guys absolutely nail. But we've got so much to get through tonight with limited time, so we're gonna bash through a few of them. Sane to Insane. That's not a bad way to kind of almost sum up your life, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Off stage to on
Very
stage
accurate.
and the antics. Yeah. If ever you could pick a summary for you guys, that's not a bad quote, is it?
No, it's pretty spot on.
You guys are described as relentless, no holes barred. They're pretty good characteristics of a punk band these days. How do you channel that level of energy in between the studio and also the chemistry that happens on stage? It's a fine mix, isn't it?
It is. Kind of happens really naturally as soon as, like, we might be, kind of vegging out all day in the van, and then once we finish sound check and kind of get pumped up for the gig, then we're on, It's like an on and off switch.
It's that. It's called the old term of crank it to 11. You guys push it well past 11. It's incredible because you guys are a must watch, and it's kind of like you can't look away. 1 minute up here, you're out on hanging from a balcony or doing all sorts of hijinks, crowd surfing, doing all sorts of stuff, and then the boys honestly looking at themselves going, what's going on? This is just getting crazier and crazier by the minute. Is she coming back?
Yeah.
I just want to play a little teaser of this that was I recorded not long ago, just a little bit from Frenzee at Lollapalooza.
Oh.
Ain't that the truth? The world is a better place because of you guys. God, we need some good inspiration in our lives, and thank God, Frenzee, come and give that to us in spades. Thank you for doing what you do, guys. It's an exciting time. But talk about influences and a fusion of that. It's such a wild mix in amongst your influences, from AC/DC to Bikini Kill, the Prodigy. It's a real mix. And that's only to name a very small snippet. How do those worlds kind of come together in your songwriting, and how do you guys go about your songwriting?
So, yeah, you go. Well, I mean, the influences have all just been there since we can remember. So anything that, you know, is born through that comes pretty naturally. Adonis will normally write a riff, or I might write a riff, and we'll start jamming it at home and see, you know, how we can structure it as a song. And then once that becomes into the lyrics, it all just comes together, and we might chop it here and add a bit there, and, you know, we've got a song. As long as we don't have to like force anything really to happen, normally we're pretty happy with the songs. Once we find ourselves trying to make it sound a certain way, we feel like we've lost it, we might put it aside for a bit and grab it again when it, you know, feels just more natural, you know.
Yeah, get it with fresh ears.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we're going to play another little snippet. This one, 100%. There you go, from 0 to 100 degrees. That's Frenzee, and when they get to 100, God, do you guys stay there? There's no coming back. There's no room for ballads and love songs here, is there?
Not really.
How do you get a chance to kind of switch the gears a little bit? Because once you get going, it is a machine. It's a juggernaut. It's hard to stop. But that energy you must feel in amongst the crowd, and Uppy, when you jump down and get in amongst the crowd, God, do they feel it, and do you must feel that back in spades. That must give you an incredible burst of energy.
Yeah, it sure does. I love getting in the crowd.
You do, and on the crowd, and up on the crowd, and the view from a crowd. Yeah, it's a pretty special moment, and to hear and have people singing back your lyrics as you're screaming at them, you know, in your killer voice as you do. It must be pretty special to have those people singing your songs and not someone else's back at you.
Yeah, very special. Yeah, that happened quite a bit on our last Australian tour, and you know, it was very, yeah, as you say, very special to see people actually yelling out the lyrics. Hectic.
Absolutely.
Whole other level.
Yes, well, a whole nother level, this one. You guys come from the legendary Greek family, the Xylouris family. Please, hopefully, I got that somewhat right as far as pronunciation. But I've got a little old clip that I just want you to kind of sit back and reflect on for a little minute. Back in the good old days in Greece, this wasn't that long ago, but here's a little snippet you may not have seen for quite some time. go. That's an old clip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going back into the well there. I bet you don't get that one played on another interview in a hurry, but it's great. It's great to see. It's great to see family traditions and roots. You guys get to, especially you boys, get to put that together and play that and tour that. As a side kind of hustle, I guess you'd say, to respecting, your culture, but also to be able to do that and play with family and amongst that. It's truly special to be a musician in amongst families and famous families. To continue those kind of traditions must be really important and special to you guys.
Yeah, it is for sure. That's our main hustle. Like that's what me and Nick live off. And I guess Frenzee is the side hustle at the moment. But yeah, we love doing it all.
That side hustle is rapidly changing into a full-time Frenzee hustle. It's great to see, and some new releases, new recordings, all sorts of things on the horizon for you guys, and a really exciting tour. Let's just touch on a couple of those. You guys are playing this hyperactive tour right now. You've had plenty of dates. One of the hardest working bands, honestly, that I've seen for a long time, especially when you guys were back in Melbourne and you jump around a little bit, but God, you were on every bill there was. If you weren't on it, there was Wombat, which is another little young punk band kicking out around at the moment. But those guys, between Grim Rhythm and all those really cool bands that are doing their thing at the moment. But a few more dates still to come on this tour. What can kind of people expect on the next few dates in this tour?
Well, I always feel like the last dates of the tour, the gigs get a bit more chaotic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been other tours. I feel like because you can see, that you're knocking off in a couple of days, you kind of give it that extra push. So
you sure do. Leave nothing in the tank.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a night where I've seen you in multiple nights or a couple of days break that you don't give it 100% on stage. Obviously you guys appreciate the fact that the audience has come to see you guys, and there's never a night where you guys don't bring it. And to have celebrations and little snapshots like this taken from Andrew Bibby, this was a really special chaos where I always love those band shots at the end where someone, you can get to kind of see some of the magic that happens in amongst these gigs. And so, some of these have been beautifully captured along the way from some of these great photographers who will put a little note down, who we've kind of used and touched on. But also this one's coming up, Freak Valley Fest. This one off the June.
Yeah.
4th, 5th, and 6th of June. That's a big gig. That's pretty exciting for you guys.
Sure is. Very, very. We love playing festivals, that's for sure.
Yeah. What do you love mostly about the festivals? Is it the size of the festivals or the amount of bands that kind of get up and stage and who you can mix in and hustle with? What's your love of the big festivals?
Oh, it's really cool. Like, I mean, especially when it's an outdoor festival, that's always awesome to be outside and playing. It's great at festivals when you got that, when you're like backstage and there's just like a whole lot of musicians, a whole lot of bands, and you get to mingle a bit and just kind of everyone's on the same level. You know what I mean? It's a lot of mutual understanding about everything that comes with playing rock and roll and getting in a van and driving around and all that.
Yep. All right. This one was an exciting new clip you guys put together. Keep coming my way. This one was a really cool clip that you guys put together as well. So we're going to play a snippet of this.
Where's Adonis?
Oh, I can't help but smile in amongst that clip. That must have been so much fun. I saw some of the little Instagram pics you put together, putting that clip together. What an insane amount of work. And I don't think anyone really appreciates, unless you've done something like that, how much time and effort this can kind of take. Tell us a bit about that process.
Oh, it was quite a zone you get it yourself in. Like you kind of get into mini land and then lock yourself up in a dark room. Forget to drink water and eat.
And
you get
hours
so
go
upset.
by.
It was a lot of fun. It took about like 2.5 months or something.
Crazy, but well worth the effort. Well
it was
captured.
a lot of fun. Looking forward to making another one now.
And a few cameos in there as well.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Melbourne scene celebs.
Yes, absolutely. All right, the creative process for you guys. When you're writing, is it different each song, or does it kind of always start with a riff and a rhythm or an idea or a message? Where does it kind of kick off for you guys?
I think it usually starts from the riff and then jamming out on it. We usually have the music first, and then we put the lyrics and singing over that.
Yep.
And
is there ever been any kind of disagreements in amongst the three of you as brothers and sister? Surely.
With writing music.
Yeah, and some of that maybe, or a creative conversation led to a better song in the end.
Oh yeah, there'll be Nick will chuck an idea, and I'll change it, and then we might mess around with that for a bit, and then we'll go back to what it originally was or something. But there's never like a argument, disagreement, or anything.
Yeah, nothing you can't sort out on stage.
Yeah,
exactly. And everyone's pretty
we're on the
open
same
to
page.
trying things out. No one's ever like, no, this is the way it is.
Or this is my song, or that's his song.
Yeah.
It's our song, so we just do whatever we want with it.
This is Frenzee. All right, here it is, the title track from this tour, Hyperactive. That energy, Uppy, never ceases to amaze me. Small in stature, but God, do you bring it? That energy and that fire, it must be. Boys, I never stop to amaze me. You guys just sit there and smile. When Uppy's out there doing her thing, it's pretty special. What a leader to have a sister, a strong woman out there as a front woman, mostly in a pretty heavy punk band.
Yeah.
Very special.
Thanks,
You really pushed her there, boys. I pumped you up anyway, Uppy. So, all All right, what's next? What's next for you guys? What's next for Frenzee? What can people expect after kind of the festival that's in Germany? Where are you guys kind of heading after that?
Well, then we're playing in Munich, end of July, back here in France, with a whole bunch of Aussie bands, which will be fun, like Chimers and Clam and Where's Jimmy?
Public House.
Public House.
Yeah,
So many. Yeah, so that would be fun. And then we're currently also in the mixing stage of our new album. We're really excited. We're not sure when we're releasing that yet, but TBA. And then we've got a tour in September that we also haven't announced yet, but that's also coming up.
Very cool.
Yeah, like a Balkan Europe kind of run before we head to Australia for another tour. For the Foo Fighters on the 14th of November.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. Really exciting with the Foo Fighters. I got to speak to a couple of bands that have opened for Foo Fighters in their last tour of Australia and Tasmania. But a really special thing the Foo Fighters do is really support that element of local music. It's really cool. They're very selective on who they choose. What was kind of the process for you guys? How did you find out about it? And where were you when you got the call or the message that you guys are going to open for the Foo Fighters?
Well, can I say this one?
Yeah.
We got an email ages ago from their booking agency about it, but it didn't say exactly what it was for. It was just asking for the date. So I forwarded it to Mary Mihalakos, who's our manager.
Yep.
And they told her, and then she called me, and I was in the car on the way to my mate's wedding and told me, and I was like, what are you talking? Like, I couldn't believe it. So then I was just itching the boys couldn't talk at the time. So I was just itching to call them and tell them. I don't know where you guys were. I'm trying to call you. That's right. Yeah.
Very
but
cool.
Yeah,
And
that
this
was
one going to be very
quite a moment.
special. Very special. Saturday, the 14th of November. Get your tickets. Take cover. I don't think the Foo Fighters know what they're really in for, seeing you guys. And they've had a little taste. I'm sure they've had a little taste. They're very selective of who they choose. But the Ballet Lip Bombs will open as well, and Frenzee. I was lucky enough to see Amel and the Sniffers, Private Function, Green, all opening for some of the big acts recently at that, and I just cannot wait. Casanovas were another one in amongst that. So to see you guys up there on exactly that stage, absolutely tearing it up, I just cannot wait. I can't tell enough people about it, to be honest. If you've never heard of Frenzee, you'll never forget Frenzee. It's kind of like Private Function. You'll never, ever forget your first and last Private Function show. And that's that. You guys are the talk of the town. Amel and the Sniffers were for a little while, to be fair, and they're doing some awesome things, and I'm sure a great inspiration for you guys as well. But in this case, Uppy, the new front woman in town, you are killing it right now.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
It's really exciting. So we've just got a couple more questions and to touch on before we finish up, if that's okay. For fans kind of tuning in right now and listen to this into the future, what's one thing you'd really like to leave them with and that you'd like them to know about Frenzee before they dive into your music?
Oh shit. I'm just passed out. Oh, we're back.
Oh.
Got us there.
That's all right. I can tell you. I'll fill it in. I'll fill in the blanks. What you want to know about Frenzee is you don't need to know much more than the word Frenzee. You are in for it, and be ready, because from that first note, when the boys jump up on stage and then Uppy lets loose, just be ready. Be ready is all the biggest suggestion. So, yeah, I can't wait to see some of those faces at that first Foo Fighters gig when you guys get to tear up Melbourne. It's going to be pretty special.
Can't wait.
So, yeah, and you'll be well tuned, very much so by then. If you're not already, you don't get a chance to relax, so it's never like you're out of rhythm. Fair to say. For if Frenzee was an animal or a mythological kind of creature, what would it be and
Oh,
why?
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Three-headed dog
yes,
from
fair enough.
the Hades.
Kind of sums you guys up perfectly, hey?
Always hungry.
Yeah.
Always hungry, can never be
No
fully.
slack on that leash.
Yes, that's a great line. That.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one more song just to play for you guys. We are going to play this one, Frenzee. Here it is. That's enough to send you into a frenzy. Once you're in that frenzy, can you ever get out?
No.
Well, you
All
definitely
right.
need calm down time, that's for sure.
I bet you do.
Like
I bet
after a
you do.
gig, I'm just like,
Mm.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
spent.
Yeah.
And you guys are, and any punter that has ever been to a frenzy gig feels exactly the same. There's not much left after you've done your thing with Frenzee. So thank you on behalf of all the punters that come to experience one of your gigs. I know largely they kind of come financially unrewarded to you guys at this stage. You guys are just out there pushing and as hard as you can, and everything you get, you put back into your music to reinvest into things like putting albums out. So thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for keeping the energy up. Thank you for representing punk music and the whole style of freedom in music. Uppy, a powerful front woman. Boys, you guys absolutely kill it. You couldn't ask for a better back set behind you. It's just a pleasure to be part of the Frenzee feeling.
No, thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, it's heaps of fun.
Yeah, thanks so
All right,
much. Thanks for doing what you do as well, interviewing all these bands.
Yeah.
No
And
problem.
thanks for being patient with us because it took us about 15 times to find a time for this interview.
That's all right. And I appreciate you hanging on like you did. But all right, a couple of last questions for you. What's the loudest thing in Frenzee? The amps, the drums, or Uppy?
Well, every sound guy ever tells Adonis to turn down the fucking amp.
Yeah, I think it's like the amps.
Yep, fair call. All
I've got a
right.
voltage up there. We're stuck.
Yes. If your music started a riot, what's the song that kicks it off?
Oh, Rushed. For me, I'm going to say Rushed.
I reckon the intro to Frenzee does it for me.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I was going to say Frenzee too.
Yeah, that intro.
It's usually at it comes in the set somewhere where it's like peak time sort of thing. And it always, I enjoy playing that.
Perfect. All right. Who's most likely to break something mid-show, and what is it?
Me, a string, probably. I think everyone can agree on
Yeah,
that.
you've been on for a while. Yeah,
I've been
that hasn't
around for a
happened.
while.
Or a drumstick.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Or Apollonia.
Apollonia's
Smashed
head.
her knees the other day.
Yeah.
All right. Uppy, for you, this one. Pick one: crowd surfing, stage diving, or climbing something. What's your love? What's your biggest love out of those three?
I reckon the stage dive. Yeah,
And pray that everyone's hanging on to you.
it's fun not preparing anyone
Yes.
and just kind of jumping into the abyss.
Not very fun for me and Nick watching it, but it
Yeah,
hasn't
exactly.
failed ever. but-
No, my head's all right. So
The thing is,
Perfect.
Appy will jump and disappear into the crowd, but we won't lose the vocal. So I'm like, she must be all right.
Yes, you can always hear her. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Even if she hasn't got the mic, you can hear her. She's telling you,
Yeah,
boys,
yeah,
just keep
exactly.
going, just keep going, make it louder. She's loving it in the crowd as well. All right, just give us one memorable moment, you guys collectively or individually, from the tour so far. This particular tour for Frenzee.
oh,
Oh,
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux,
Yeah, Bordeaux.
That was, we played in a basement.
In a dungeon.
Yeah, it was like a proper dungeon. It was really down in there. And it was an old, there was a jail.
Like 1700s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not even
it's actually
older.
like cop station, and it had a couple of cells in there as well.
Yeah, the women's toilets was used to be a cell. And there was like this the spot where they had the key, the rock, the stone in the wall had the shape of the old key where they kept them.
Yeah, but that was a wild show. There was about, I don't know, maybe 100 people in a small room, short ceiling, and there was like dust coming off the ceiling while we were playing. It was kind of scary, a bit hazardous, and made it extra fun, I guess.
All right, I'm going to let you finish with this one. If there's one person, each one of you could invite up. So each one of you can invite one more person up to become another player or version of or piece of Frenzee, even for one song. So whether it be a guitar, a drummer, or a singer, who would you bring up? It can be anyone, living or dead. Who's either your biggest inspiration or you'd love to have on a Frenzee song?
I'm going to say Zach Dorado
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
from Rage Against the Machine.
Cool. All right, that's two of you out. Uppy, who have you got?
You go before me, I'll think.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say Zach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with Zach.
Well, that makes it out. Big shout out. What an
Big
awesome
shout out.
inspiration. Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
You guys
Actually,
are
maybe get Big Wet up there and do
Oh,
a track. That would be good.
there you go. Throw it out there. You never know what can come back in the universe these days. So
No.
guys,
Exactly.
I really appreciate your time. I know it's a kind of bit of a relax few hours for you in amongst about to travel, obviously, for the next gig. And I wish you all the best for the next month. Until we meet again in Australia very soon at a Foo Fighters gig, no doubt, November 14, I think it is. Get along, get your ticket, tell your mates, do not miss Frenzee at Marvel Stadium. Get along. Thanks again for joining us, guys. Wish you all the best on this rest of this tour.
Thanks, Aaron.
And stay safe and travel safe.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Aaron.
Thanks very much, Aaron.
Cheers.
See you out
See
there
ya.
soon.
Yeah.
Really cool to spend some time with Frenzee. All right, we're going to finish off with a little bit of this one, Things I Hear.
I'm the one circling around the outskirts of your brain. The one you hear but you can't see. Enough to drive you insane. Whispering things you can't quite never stops.
All right, I urge you to get out there and see Frenzee very soon. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the weekend. Tell a mate that you've just found this greatest new band called Frenzee. All right, we'll see you out there soon.